Hey guys, welcome to the first broadcast. Carl, you are my first person. Thank you for showing up. I hope this is broadcasting out. I will be the first to tell you I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I just know that I wanted to try and get this out there, and we'll see where this goes. Um, Welcome to the show. Um I back from the Cleveland Gaming Classic, and I think. I came back with a cold or sinuses. It's not COVID. I do know that. Um, but I wanted to go live at the gaming show, and just didn't have the subscribers. Didn't work out that way. But I did want to come in live, and wanted to give this live stream stuff a try here. I don't know where it's going to go or how it's going to flow, but whatever. Uh, there's a YouTuber that I like to watch because I mean this is a gaming community. Y'all have your ad games and your arcade one ups, and but you have other interests too, and I have other interests as well. And there's another YouTuber out there named Puddin's Fab Shop, and he takes old old. I wanted to go get the LP. Yeah, that was tempting, Carl. Definitely the minis were awesome. Um, Puddin's Fab Shop is another YouTuber, and he has a saying, and I'm going to quote on his: "Guys, we're just having fun here. We're here to have fun. If you take it more serious than that, then this may not be the channel for you." And I'm here to tell you that this may not be the channel for you because I'm just having fun. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm rolling with the punches, and we'll get into all that. I am extremely ecstatic to have Carl O on the stream here. Another great YouTuber is Papa Brad's. I want to mention to him because I'm gonna get into the gaming classic here. And Papa Brad, um, he states stay legit, and I want to talk a little bit about that here in a minute. And actually, what the hell, we'll get into that now. Yes, the TX cable, Carl. I'll talk about the At Games tournament here. That is coming up. Um, but I'll dive in first here with the gaming classic. I wanted to go to the Cleveland Gaming Classic. At Games was there. I was wanting to meet these guys. I had never been to a gaming show, a vending show that was Smasher. I've never been exposed to any of that, and I wanted to go. I wanted to meet At Games. I wanted to experience this, and I went in with no expectations whatsoever. This trip was a hey, Goofy Foot, glad you're joining us here. um, I went to the gaming show as a learning experience. I just wanted to learn and just soak it all in. And I was ecstatic as we got closer. Yes, At Games was there, and New Wave Toys was there, and there's gonna be a bunch of YouTubers there, and there's new vendors and cosplay, and I mean, this is all new. It's like, man, this is gonna be a great learning experience. And I have to say, I learned a lot. And Papa Brad brings up a thing. Hey, stay legit. And I've watched his streams. And I'm like, stay legit. It's kind of odd. I know that there's some toxicity in the community, and there's a lot of ugh. I'm like, what is stay legit? But I can tell you, after going to that Cleveland Classic and meeting the different people and different owners and different vendors and different people in the community, when it stays stay legit, there's some toxicity out there, and I'm not naming names, and I'm not going to get into specifics, but I will say it was a really eye opening experience. I learned at a pretty young age that you had to have a BS meter, and you have to know who's full of BS and who's not. And I met some really great people out there, and I also met some people that were really some BS. Um, it helped me help kind of decide what kind of creator I want to be. So anyhow, um, with that being said, welcome to the show. The gaming classic was a good experience. I was glad to see At Games. I was glad to see some other fellow YouTubers. I will tell you out there, the vendors, if you were looking for Atari cartridges or some of that vintage stuff, the pricing was outrageous. It was extremely expensive what some of these people were selling things for. I find it humorous. New Wave Toys actually had a little section that the Coke machine. I think they were selling for like $160, and Ghost and Goblins I think they had for like $160. But you went to some of the vendors. Some of the vendors there actually had some of the new wave toys that they were selling. It was like $325, $400 for some of the same stuff you could go over to the booth and get for $160, which was kind of wild. And there was people actually selling arcade one-ups out there, the Mortal Kombats. I think somebody wanted $600 for a Mortal Kombat. I don't know. It was definitely a good trip. I'm glad to be home. Like I said, I don't know if I got a sinus infection, a little bit of cold, a little bit of under the weather, but like I said, I wanted to come out here and I wanted to try this thing live. And I appreciate Goofy Food. I'm glad you're here, Carl O. Thank you for showing up here. Talk a little bit about At Games. At Games was there. I was glad to meet with them. They did confirm that the Addams Family 4K is, they claim it's not limited edition, but they did state that, hey, there's going to be 5,000 of these that are going to be labeled. And we have a certain amount of these that once they sell out, if we need to make more, we'll make more. But they said after 5,000, that's it. That's all it's going to be serialized. So if you got in early on the deal, you may have one of the 5,000. So if you didn't get in that deal, you still may get the Addams Family, but you may not have that sticker. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I heard a teaser that Arcade One Up may have an announcement in a few weeks. I don't know. I take that with a grain of salt, but that was teased to me by a few different people that Arcade One Up may have some title announcements, but no spoilers for me. I don't know, and I take what people tell me possibly with a grain of salt there. Yeah, Goofy Food. This was my first gaming conventions, but going to flea markets and local things, I have a hard time finding deals as well. People is ridiculous. They think they have more than what they have, and I even heard some of the vendors, was kind of talking amongst themselves. They had no clue about gaming. They're like, I think this will sell good, and I think we can get this or that, and just no care about the games or whatever. It's all about that dollar, mighty dollar. But speaking of At Games here, we have got a new tournament this week. So let me see if I can share a screen here. Bear with me. Like I said, I'm new to all this. So let's look at the top 10. Last week's was MCAP. And I don't know if that's sharing here. That does not tell me. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see that on the screen or not. It does not show. Great. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's the top 10 for the Jax Open. Jax Open was last week's MCAP tournament. MCAP and At Games hosts these pinball tournaments, and I hope you're enjoying those tournaments, and I hope you're participating in those tournaments there. This is the top 10. Your winner, and I will present that as well. Your winner, next slide, was Chopping Ball, 675,644. That is a ridiculous, absolute ridiculous score. Now, I have not looked and seen if he was actually playing on the ALP, if he was playing on the Legends device, or if he had a core device. I noticed earlier we had some Legends arcade tournaments earlier this summer, and there were a few that were just killing it. Absolutely killing the arcade tournaments, and I noticed they were playing on Cormax. And I don't know, and I haven't looked at Chopping. I'm kind of wondering, do you have an advantage? Do you have an advantage playing with a Cormax and with a control pad over actually playing on the device? Yeah, Gregory was right up there on these tables. They are tough. Yeah, Papa Brad, you did beat him by one. These old school tables and Jax Open, it was tough, guys. It was tough to get the high score. You definitely had to use the nudging a lot. And I can tell you, I have a garage that I've converted into, to put the arcades, and quite a few times my wife come in and is like, hey, if you don't stop that cussing, I'm gonna come take your power cord away. I'm just gonna take it away. I'm gonna take your game away like I was 6 years old, because was a lot of cussing, but it was a lot of fun too, as well. So, look at this week's tournament. Let's see here. In this week's tournament is TX Spectre, and this game is interesting. It's back in 1988. It was one of 3 tables that had a Vitriograph for the overlay, and basically that was a high resolution picture that was for the overlay. They did it on Diamond Lady, I believe. They did it on this one, and they did it on the Victory pinball machine. Problem is that overlay did not hold up. It faded over time, and on Victory, I know they had an update patch kit where you could go in and do a silver silk screen over that to correct that issue. But a little bit bigger than that, this don't get me wrong, it's a fun game to play. T Spectre is fun. The ball, the way it morphs into other areas, and the sounds and the robot voices are, Gottlieb is really good. But John Tradu is the designer of this pinball table, and John Tradu developed this pinball table, and he designed some other. Victory was another one that he designed. He's really prominent in the pinball, but I don't quite know. But if you don't know, John Tradu has a little bit of a troubled past. He was actually convicted of child porn. So he has spent some time, and I have not been able to see if he's currently in jail or not. Forgive me and give it a drink here. If he's currently in jail, so it's kind of a little scandalous past there with John Tradu and Gottlieb. But I don't know. Take that for what it is. You look at Michael Jackson and what he had, but you still love his music. So I guess I'm gonna still like his games. I don't quite know what to make of that. So what about this 4K pinball? Are y'all all in? I think Carlo and Goofy Food, I believe y'all both have ordered the 4K pinball. I am super stoked for this to come out. I do not have room for it. I'm probably gonna have to sell my mini, or not my mini. I'm gonna have to sell my Legends of HD to make room for this 4K. And that leads into Chicago. At Games is going to be at Chicago, the pinball expo next month. I'm debating going on to that. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I don't know if any of the other YouTubers are going to. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. Get rid of this. Go back here. Let's see here. Stay edge stage. I guess my ugly mug's still on there. I can't see. This is StreamYard. This is something new. If this works and this is streamed out, and Carlo and Goofy Foot, you said you're seeing it, so I may actually upgrade and maybe I'll do this on a regular basis. Carlo yes, he's in for the 4K and the SF panel. I did not all the packs. Carlo's all in. I did not buy any of the packs. I did get the 4K. I did get the SSF, and I'm looking forward to that. Goofy Foot, you're holding out on this title run. Yeah, I get that too. I'm interested to see what they're going to have next. What will be next from At Games. Pressed At Games a little bit. They said there's more to come, but they just wouldn't give me a whole lot of information. They gave me a few little nuggets, but they wouldn't disclose everything. Maybe I'm not big enough. I don't know. But I definitely don't have an NDA with them. That's for sure. That seems to be the hot topic. Hot topic right now is the NDA. So I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time going live here. I don't know what this channel, how it's going to evolve. I have no idea when I'm going to broadcast. I know there was some other streams, and Rexer and Rascals and Papa Brad and Arcade and VDs and all that. I don't want to, broadcast over their streams by any means. Raiders of the Lost Ark is coming back on it. That would be good. That would be good. So I haven't decided yet when I'm going to stream. Definitely going to stream some At Games tournament stuff, and the tournament stuff. And I'm going on tangent, guys. Forgive me. Like I said, I decided to do this kind of a last minute to see if this stream thing would even work. But talk a little bit about the tournaments here. So I did mention to At Games. I talked to them. I was like, look, if you had $100,000 for a new license, whatever that license be, I'm just going to throw it out there. I can't think of it. Let's say Playboy, the Playboy pinball table. You can get the Playboy pinball table for $100,000. I would tell At Games to hold off and take that 100,000 and spend it on marketing. I think At Games' problem is the marketing side. Now, they didn't have the 4K. They didn't have the 4K at the Cleveland Gaming Show, and I think that is excellent strategy. Now, I would love to have seen the 4K, even if it was up on a pedestal and they had, a ongoing screen loop of the pinball virtual play going, but you couldn't play it. I'm okay with that. Guys, you can have all the titles, you can have all the titles in the world. We can get Raiders of the Lost Ark, we can get Star Trek, we can get Marvel, we can get all of that. But if they're not selling units, if these units are not selling, then there is no At Games. If they're not selling units, this company cannot survive. iArcade, if they cannot sell those arcade units, they don't survive. Arcade 1-Up, they couldn't sell the pinballs. Not saying they're not going to survive, but you've got to be able to sell these titles. And the problem with At Games that I see, and kudos to them to make a presence, nobody knows who At Games is. I didn't know who At Games was. When I came to a time I was going to buy the pinball machine, for my bar, I was looking at the virtual pinball. I was looking at the V-Pen, the $4,000, and I was getting ready to pull the trigger, and I just happened to come across a YouTube channel that had the Legends 4K. I was like, oh my God, what is this? Where has this been? So they need to get out there. So this marketing thing, I think it's great. They need to do it more. They had tons of people that every time I went by that booth, there was people, goo gobs of people playing the games and playing the Legends and the pinball, which I think is just freaking phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. In the Legends, the Legends HD, it's a good price point, and they can grow into the 4K. So that's my thought on that. I don't want to rant too much here about that. So getting back, like I said, I don't know what this channel is going to turn into. Yes, I'm going to cover the At Games. I may cover some other gaming. I may other other cosplay stuff. I'm not sure. Not enough printers to supply the ink. Yeah, they were. I didn't know that they were actually going to be selling, the pinball machines at the booth there. But there was literally, people had their hands on. It was like, yeah, I'll take this one. Can I take that one? And they're like, well, do you know what they've been playing? Yeah, it's okay. I'll take it. And then finally at the end there, they had a couple of the minis. They're like, you can buy this, but you're gonna have to pick it up after the show because they were selling out. They were actually literally selling out the At Games pinballs at the show there, and the mini pinballs. So, but yeah, I'm gonna cover At Games. I'm gonna cover the tournaments. I'm definitely wanting to do some more conventions. Hopefully, I can live stream from them. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Like I said, I'm ecstatic to be here. I am more ecstatic right now that this stream is actually working. I am so technologically uh, challenged when it comes to equipment and stuff. I tried OBS Studio and that didn't work out well. So I played with this on the whim, hoping that this live stream would up and come, and lo and behold, it did. And I'm super stoked. I don't have a whole lot, for this first show. I was just more amazed to see if it actually even worked, and looks like it did there, guys. I'm not. I'm going to wrap this up here soon. I want to thank Goofyfoot and Carlo. Thank you for showing up for this the very first stream here. I will do another stream. It will be more structured. I didn't structure a whole lot for this stream because, quite frankly, I didn't think the damn thing would work. I really didn't. But TX Spectre, that tournament, pull us back up here. Let's see. I guess that's up there, but it runs from now, and it runs from now until Monday, Monday, October 2nd, I believe. All you have to do is play the game. Just play the game, and you connect it online there. Centigrade 37 soon to pass it to MCAP. Yes, Carlo. Play the game. All you gotta do is just play the game, and when you exit, as long as your score is top 5 or higher, it's going to display. I did talk to At Games when it came to the tournaments. So MCAP's won tournaments. The earlier this summer we did the arcade tournaments, and it just wasn't a huge turnout. It wasn't a huge turnout for these tournaments, and I talked to At Games a little bit this weekend at the Cleveland Gaming Show, and they gave me the email, and I'm going to talk to marketing. How would you feel? I mean, if Papa John's came to the game, I know other people say, well, people are going to play it. They're going to play the tournaments, whether, they're either going to play it or they're not. But would you be more opted to play in that game? It's like, hey, there could be a random drawing. I could win, pizzas for a month, or, I may win gas for a month. I know I would be probably tempted to at least try and at least play the game. But that's just me. That's just me. So I'm hoping to see more in the tournaments, guys. Just play it. That's all you got to do. Play the tournaments, create the buzz. I also talked to At Games, and I wouldn't mind. Yeah, Carl, you called it. You called it right. Sponsored gift cards. They make sense. They make sense. I know Arcade 1Up gives the arcade. You can have the arcade net free for a month. You can here's a game pack. Here's $15 off at our store. Man, that's great. But I think it goes further. Here's a $20 gift card at the grocery store. Here, buy groceries. You don't think Mama's going to be all about it? Yeah, let's play this game. Let's get a shot at it. And not even if At Games didn't want to go with game packs, or if we couldn't get franchisees with gift cards and everything, what about swag? I mean, I'd be down to win a t-shirt or a hat or a coffee mug. I think that would be cool. I think they could do that cheaply. And I think a lot of people, I would love to be able to get in the mail one day, hey, here's a mug. Because let's face it, hey, you're going to get $10 off your store. What are you going to buy at Games for $10? What are you going to buy for $15? But hey, you win the contest and they send you a T-shirt in the mail. Yeah, I'm going to be more apt to play those contests. Game pack is a winner in your book and in my book. Yeah, I get it. The game packs are a winner, but there's some people that have all the game packs. I should get a shirt and a picture of me on their headquarters wall for the amount of stuff I bought. I agree, Carl. And I'm right there with you. It's as soon as they come out with something, I'm first on board. Let's go. Let's get this. And I'm going to do a video later this week in Cleveland. When I was in Cleveland, I was having lunch because I kept trying that morning to get signed in. For whatever reason, I couldn't get in for the pre-order. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go on about my day. I'm gonna get at it at some point. And I was at the Melt. It's a famous bar and restaurant in Cleveland there, and here I am at lunchtime dropping my credit card information in a restaurant for that amount of money for something I have not seen, I have not played. I'm like, I am freaking insane. But I'm all in. Let's go. Let's do this. And I couldn't be more excited. It's gonna be one of those things. I'm gonna try to forget about it a little bit, and it's just gonna be pleasantly, hopefully surprised when those boxes show up. And I haven't looked at what this current pinball machine weighs. Now it's going to come in 2 boxes, but I think one of those boxes, it's a little over 100 pounds. This thing is going to have some weight to it. So I'm wondering if they've upgraded the materials, as far as the wood and the quality, because I want to say that this is going to be quite a bit heavier than what the HD is. Carlo, I got my first ALP last year. Yeah, I've had mine a couple of years, and in that control panel deck, I need to get a new control. I'm on the fence on that. I still have my original, but when I bought the ALP, I bought the control panel deck. My plastic ends are broken. The plastic is busted on that. It still functions fine. I'm like, man, I plan on transferring that from the old to the new, but should I have gone ahead and bought a new one? But I don't know. T-shirt with the contest game title would be that would be an awesome, awesome prize. You know, and thinking about the ALP, we were talking about they were serialized, 1 to 5,000. I don't know how At Games would have done it, but I would think I would have paid an extra $30 or $40 if there could have been an engraving. Could you had your name put in it? I mean, how cool would that have been? For $99, yes. Yes, Carlo. Absolutely. Absolutely. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you. Stay. Thank you enough. I mean, thank you enough for joining the stream. If you're catching on the rewind here, thank you for subscribing. I think I'm up to like 52, which is unheard of. I thought, if I got 3, that would be a miracle. But 52, man, that is amazing. And I know this our stream sucks, but I appreciate you being here. They will get better, I believe, as we go. I will perfect and put more into this craft. I just don't know where it's going to go. But thank you for showing up. Glad you got your feet wet. Yeah, I'm dipping my toes in it. I tried it, like I said, a few months ago, and I couldn't even get the damn thing to work. So I'm gonna figure it out. You guys in the community are great. You're legit. You're telling me what is right, what's wrong, and I freaking love that. Papa Brad. Oh crap, Papa Brad's in the house. So here I am. I'm getting ready to sign off, but I don't want to sign off because I'm so excited that Papa Brad is here in the stream. Papa Brad says, "You got this." Yeah, go watch the rewind. I'm sinking like the Titanic, but I'm having fun, and that's what this channel is going to be about. It's having fun, and if you're taking it too serious, this may not be the channel for you. So thank you, Papa Brad. Huge fan of your show. Carlo, you can't sign off right now. I am not going to sign off right now. I'm going to keep it going. Shoot, I'm gonna try not to cuss on this stream. It goes off the rails here, and this right here, that is inspiration. Carl, I mean, you and Goofyfoot just showing up. It's like, holy moly, I wasn't expecting that. And then Papa Brad's like, oh my god, this is awesome. This is great. It's like being at the gaming the classic there. And like I said, it was a new experience, and there was a gentleman. He was kind of near the Magic the Gathering tournament. They had a tournament over there, and he looked like he was in his 50s, man. He was up there, and he was just up and down and excited. I've never seen anybody. He's like, you people don't understand. This is like my Christmas. I'm like, man, good for you. I mean, it's a great feeling. The cosplayers, I've never been around cosplayers before, and there were some great cosplayers. People dressing up. One of my favorite, and I didn't film. I get a little leery about filming people, whatever. There was this woman there, and I kid you not, she must have been in her late 60s, maybe early 70s. She was dressed as Thelma from Scooby Doo. I'm like, man, good for you, good for you. So, I haven't decided if I'm going to go to the Pinball Expo next month. I kind of want to, but I live here in Tennessee. I have seen there's going to be another expo coming up. I don't think it's really going to be focused much on home arcades. I got to look a little bit deeper. That's really close to us. I think I'm going to attend that, and I think I'm going to do some filming on that. So, had an absolute blast just actually filming different things, and I love the editing. I don't know as far as, getting a lot. This is all new territory, for me. But I'm having fun learning, and just like the Cleveland Classic there, it was a learning experience, and I wasn't expecting anything. My expectation was bargain basement low, but I did learn a lot. I was all those plays. Did you play the Adams Family? Yes, when I could get to the Adams Family pinball thing, that place was that table had a line at it. People were just jam packed to play the Adams Family, um, the real one. Um, you made a fun at games theme when you drop later. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Papa Brad always puts out some great some great stuff. So I don't know. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I appreciate y'all showing up. I don't know specific times. Uh, Papa and some other people can tell me, when I should be streaming, when I shouldn't be streaming, time slots. I have no idea where this channel is going to go. Like I said, I'm definitely going to cover at games tournaments because at games is my jam. I'm not in bed with them. I don't have an NDA. I'm just, you know, that is the product that got me into this. Um, so my loyalty is deep with that. We're gonna do. I've got another video. I haven't put it together yet. Card games. There. Another thing at the game show there. Uh, there's a new card game that's coming out, and it's really, I think, geared for your teenager kids. But it was corgis versus kittens, and I did a nice interview with the young lady that's coming out with that. So I'll have a video on that later on. Guys, this is a little over 30 minutes here. This is, well, quite frankly, it's not even way more than I thought the stream would go. I didn't even think the damn thing would work. But I want to, before I sign off here and really figure out what the hell I've just did here, Papa Brad, thank you. Carlo, Goofyfoot, thank you. Thank you for coming to the first stream here, for something I didn't even think would happen. I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys. Papa Brad, like I said, stay legit. I didn't know what that meant. And like I said, really until I went to this gaming classic and met all the people, and that was a really eye-opening experience. Like I said, I'm not mentioning any names, but yeah, there is toxicity out there. But yeah, enough of that crap. This has been great. Yeah, Papa Brad, you made the first stream. Thank you so much. It means so much that you're here. If you're catching on the rewind, I apologize if this is a crappy stream. The first stream is always going to be crappy. All of my videos are crappy. Look at the first one; it's real crappy. So I'm hoping to keep the crap level not to positive 10, just below, a little below 10. So I appreciate you watching. I don't know when I'm going to broadcast. I'm going to try to do this weekly. I will be a little more prepared next time because, like I said, I wasn't prepared for this to even work. But this is encouraging enough. So what am I live streaming on? StreamYard. StreamYard. Yeah, I tried OBS and that was an epic failure. YouTube was an epic failure. You got to have so many, followers or clicks. I don't know. I was so bummed at the classic. I know I'm rambling, and I'll shut up here in a second, but you went in, you got your pass, they gave you your T-shirt, and people were just going in, checking out the class. I didn't want to go in. I hid behind the tables because I'm trying to figure out how to go live. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to go live first time. I want to experience this live first time for myself, and I want you guys to experience live with me. And guess what? It didn't happen. I was so pissed. Oh, I was pissed, but I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to film a little bit here. I should have brought my gimbal. I didn't, I'm going to get what I can get. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to go back to the hotel, and try to upload something for y'all to watch. And it looks like quite a few did, and I'm appreciative of that. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you again for showing up. And I like my videos. We'll see you on the leaderboards.